As temperatures get warmer, we're asking questions about tick bites. Bites are known for potentially causing Lyme disease, which can lead to lifelong health problems. Joining me now is Premier Health APRN Brittany. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. Let's jump right into it. When do issues really ramp up with ticks?
We see a lot more tick-related complaints late spring into the summer as that nymph stage of the ticks is most active.
So kind of right around now. And so what are some of the first signs that you could have Lyme disease for an issue due to a tick bite?
So the classic sign is that erythema migrans rash or that bullseye rash. About 60 to 80% of people, if they develop Lyme disease, do develop that rash. But not everybody does. For some people, it's really generic symptoms like not feeling well, being extra tired, achy, just really feeling under the weather. So that can make it very hard to know for sure what's going on.
When you're experiencing those symptoms, what should you do? Should you go to the doctor or just kind of wait and see?
So it depends on the situation. If you know for sure you had a tick bite and the tick was attached for less than 24 hours, the likelihood of developing Lyme disease is very low. The tick really needs to be attached for 24 hours for it to be an issue. We know that less than 72 hours, there's a 0 to 1% chance of developing Lyme disease. And beyond that, it increases to 25%. And it does depend what type of tick it is too. So the ticks that are the problem for transmitting Lyme disease are the black-legged or deer ticks. The other two most common ticks that cause issues in our area do not transmit Lyme disease, and that would be the Lone Star tick or the dog tick. So if you know the tick, you know how long they were on, that helps you know what you need to do. And if you don't know for sure, you could certainly reach out to your provider and ask some questions about that. If you develop that rash, that's a pretty good sign that we should at least take a look at it and chat with you about what's going on and decide if we need to do antibiotics.
So if you don't reach out to your doctor, what can happen if a tick bite does go untreated?
So it can take up to 30 days from a tick bite for you to develop symptoms. And those are just those early symptoms that we talked about earlier, that bullseye rash, the generally not feeling good. So in that time frame, we still might consider antibiotics. Up to 90% of people who are treated for Lyme disease when they develop that rash do recover, their symptoms do resolve. If it continues to progress, or if you don't have the rash and you're just not feeling well and you don't go in, you can develop additional neurologic and musculoskeletal symptoms, achiness and things like that we would need to eventually work up and probably come down to that Lyme disease diagnosis eventually.
All right, a lot of great advice there. Brittany, APRN with Premier Health. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you.